By now, everybody's noticing in the grocery store, there are a lot of empty shelves. You just don't have the convenience food that you once had. Even finding just regular chicken breast has been a difficulty. Today, I'm going to do a different video. This video is going to be sharing with you some freezer meals. These are going to be restaurant quality style freezer meals that you can just pull out of the freezer and you can bake it and have a wonderful meal. It's all about convenience food. Now, it takes a little extra time in preparing it, but on a day when you really want a good, really old-fashioned meal with the restaurant quality that you're used to, you can pull it out of the freezer and make it. Today, we're going to make Mexican chicken breast for the freezer. I hope you stay tuned because this is a very unusual video for me to make, but I'm all about trying new foods and doing new ways of making your life so much easier. All right, everyone, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to prepare all of my vegetables. These are going to be freezer meals. Now, we're not going to cook this ahead of time. The chicken is going to be raw, but we're going to add all the ingredients and, well, you'll see. It's going to be a fun video. I have tomatoes, I have onions, I have some black olives. All of these need to be chopped up and we're going to put them on top of the chicken breast, frozen. So what I got to do is I have to run this. This is a glorified, this is what I call a glorified salad shooter. Remember back in the 80s, there was the salad shooter? I love this little machine because it cuts things up really quickly. And it basically is a salad shooter, but modern looking. All right, I'm gonna go and chop all these up and then we will go and sit at the kitchen table and we're going to assemble our Mexican chicken breast freezer meals. All right, so now we're sitting at the kitchen table and we're going to assemble everything. Let me show you so you get a fuller understanding what we're doing. All this is chicken breast. It's raw chicken breast. And then we cut up all of our vegetables. So it is onions and peppers and tomatoes and it's black olives. Then it calls for salsa and I'm using my spicy chili base. And now we're going to assemble them. We're going to take one of these with parchment paper and we're going to put the chicken on top with all the vegetables. And then we are going to vacuum seal it. And when you want to pull out a meal, you just take this, you thaw it, and then you can put it in your frying pan or you can bake it in your oven. You can make it all different kinds of ways. You can even put it in your crock pot. So we're going to cover a lot of different things today. I love these scoops. These scoops are my favorite, and I will be using these to show you how neat it is. And they're so reasonably priced. So I love those scoops. I use them for everything. I'm just going to tilt the camera down and it's going to be kind of like an assembly line. What we need to do is we need to first put olive oil in our vegetables. So we're going to put some olive oil in. It doesn't matter how much or how little. And then I'm going to put some of my own garlic seasoning in. This is no salt. There's no salt in this seasoning. And then we're going to mix it up. And now we're just going to go ahead and assemble it. The vegetables on top. And then we'll take a tablespoon of my homemade salsa and put that over top. And we're going to take a vacuum sealer bag and we're going to put it in the bag. All right, there is one meal done, and now I'm going to work on the other meals. So having freezer meals are so nice to have on hand. And if you have company or if you want to make a quick meal, you just pull it out of the freezer. And I'm learning all kinds of ways that you can freeze things, even homemade bread dough. So you're going to see a lot of videos coming up of me using the freezer. Now, I don't have a big freezer. I only have a small freezer. But even with a small freezer, if you vacuum seal your items, it takes all the air out and you can put a lot of things in those freezers. I'm almost done with all of this chicken. And this will make me so many meals. Right now I have 4 meals, and if you add a starch to it, you can really stretch your meat consumption. Meat is something now that it's a delicacy. It's not a standard item at every meal, simply because people can't afford it. But if you add all kinds of vegetables and all kinds of starches, you can really extend that meat of yours. All right, I'm gonna finish this up, and then we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna vacuum seal these bags, and then I'll show you a little bit at the end, all the meals that I just prepared in a matter of 30 minutes. Do you guys remember back in the 90s, it was a big craze for homemakers, the once a month cooking, where you would have these long sessions of cooking, and then it was enough of meals for a month. That was a big craze back in the 90s. And while I enjoy those cookbooks, I'm getting a lot of ideas about once a month cooking. Now, not necessarily to cook once for a whole month, because that's very expensive in today. I think back in the 90s, I paid over $300 I would do for my once a month cooking. Well, now it would be double that or triple that even in some areas. So, but it is nice to see the once a month cooking and some of the recipes, and you're going to be seeing some of those more other frugal recipes in the cookbooks in the weeks to come. So I hope that you enjoy them, and we can make all kinds of wonderful, amazing dishes that still is frugal in today's society, and it still can help us out in the kitchen, especially with spring coming on. With spring means a whole new world for me, and that is outside and having fun playing in the dirt. All right, so there it's vacuum sealed, and it's ready to put in the freezer. I want to showcase this vacuum sealer. This is my favorite one. It's the Blue Smart. All right, everyone, so this gave me 5 family meals. 5 family meals that I can put in the freezer, and I can get out whenever I need a meal. I hope you enjoyed videos like these, and I can't wait to share with more of being in my kitchen and sharing with you once a month cooking, freezer cooking, but it's all frugal cooking. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. If you're interested in the recipe, this is the Mexican chicken packets that you can make. And there it is. You can screenshot it if you wish. You're supposed to put them in a foil pack after you thaw them out. It comes from this cookbook, Everything Meals for a Month cookbook. I'll share in the description box the book in case you're interested in it.
Alright my friends, this portion of my video is a product review. I add this at the end of my videos so they do not interfere with my main video. I get no monetary compensation for these product review videos on YouTube, but I do place these same videos on Amazon, and there I do get a compensation. Since my revenue with YouTube is not very good, I am compensating my revenue by making videos for Amazon. Instead of requiring to have Patreon or membership from my subscribers, I chose this way to compensate my income, and this way it doesn't cost you guys anything at all. Thank you so much for watching this portion of my video.
Everybody's Homestead Tessie coming to you with a product review, and that is the vacuum sealer, the Blue Smart. This is a Blue Smart vacuum sealer. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but that means it's easy to operate. Let me show you how it works. We have the dry food setting and the wet food setting. It comes with sample bags, and also it comes with a whole roll of bags. But let's see, does it really work? Let me show you. It also comes with this attachment that you can use to seal mason jars.